Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome to the sacred journey of Call Mantra, Embrace Divine Grace. Let the celestial vibrations uplift your spirit and guide you toward inner peace, abundance, and divine blessings. Open your heart, chant with devotion, and awaken the infinite grace within you.
Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive. Today we're doing something a bit different. We're peeling back the very layers of existence itself. Just imagine for a second that our world, this ground beneath your feet, it's just one floor, like one busy floor in this unbelievably huge cosmic mansion. And then picture realms of just, wow, incredible divine brilliance stretching way up floor after luminous floor. Places where gods are crafting creation, where ancient sages are meditating in this kind of timeless stillness,
right,
where time itself just seems to dissolve. But hang on, that's not all. This mansion, it also has foundations plunging deep, really deep below us into the earth. These are worlds woven from, well, shadows and whispers, realms of powerful serpents, mysterious sorcerers, forgotten kings, all humming, communicating through layers we don't normally glimpse.
It's a fascinating image.
Yeah. And look, this isn't just some fantasy story we're cooking up today, for fun. This is actually an ancient map, an incredibly detailed map of the universe. It's revealed in the Vedas, these foundational texts, and written down by the rishis, these ancient seers. Their wisdom is legendary.
Absolutely. The depth there is incredible.
We're talking about the 14 Lokas. It's this whole cosmic architecture. 7 shining realms above the Urdhva Lokas and 7, well, mysterious realms below, the Adho Lokas. And each one, it's like its own universe, its own inhabitants, its own laws, its own vibe, really, its own destiny.
Exactly. Each with its own spiritual resonance.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The kind of story that's more than just myth. It speaks to this power of just resolve. In one of these deep, hidden, often kind of feared lower realms, this unstoppable force, this being of pure devotion, went down there.
You're talking about Hanuman.
Exactly. He went not for glory, not for war, but to rescue Lord Ram, his master, from the jaws of death, literally deep inside this place called Patala.
A truly perilous journey.
So what was down there? What kind of dark magic? What dangers? Who ruled that place? And how on earth did Hanuman, this mighty warrior, how did he not only survive, but win and come back?
Those are the key questions.
Yeah, these are the mysteries waiting for us. Okay, let's unpack this. Your deep dive through the 14 Lokas begins right now.
Well, what's truly remarkable about the rishis and, their wisdom in the Vedas is that they weren't just mapping out places on a chart. They gave us this profound cosmic architecture, a blueprint, really, of existence itself. These 14 lokas, they're much more than just physical locations.
Okay.
They're dimensions of consciousness, stages of, let's say, spiritual evolution, distinct planes of reality, and each one is governed by specific cosmic laws.
So not just geography, but like levels of being.
Precisely. And to really get it, you need to understand concepts like dharma, which is, universal righteousness, cosmic order, one's duty, and also these huge cycles of Mahapralaya, the great cosmic dissolution, where whole universes dissolve and are reborn.
Wow.
Understanding these layers, it gives you a kind of shortcut, really, a way to get informed about a fundamental piece of ancient cosmology. It's a framework that defines not just where things are, but what they are, and crucially, why they matter in the grand scheme of things. This wisdom, it's endured for millennia, it still resonates, showing us how interconnected everything is and challenging our, well, often limited views of reality.
That's a really powerful way to put it, cosmic architecture, like we're about to open the universe's instruction manual.
In a way, yes.
So, all right, let's start the climb. We're beginning at the absolute top of this cosmic mansion. We're going up floor by luminous floor, through the 7 upper lokas, the Urdhva Lokas. These are the realms of, divine brilliance, spiritual purity, higher consciousness.
The ascent begins.
First stop, the highest of them all.
The realm of pure truth.
Okay, prepare yourself. This is the ultimate ascent. We're at the absolute peak, the highest point of existence, a place beyond form, beyond illusion, where even silence, they say, holds wisdom. It's Adho Lokas. It sounds incredibly serene, almost beyond words.
It really is. Satyaloka is the celestial home of Lord Brahma, the creator of our universe. But to really grasp it, you have to understand that truth here isn't something you learn or find.
Right.
It's the very atmosphere, the fabric of consciousness itself. There's no birth, no death, no aging, just this eternal stillness and pure, unadulterated consciousness.
Wow.
And Brahma, he doesn't sit on some physical throne there. The texts say he resides within an idea. Beautiful phrase, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
He's surrounded by these radiant sages, embodying the internal Vedas, constantly meditating, constantly knowing. It's more a state of ultimate being than just a place.
A state of being. Okay.
And what's truly profound here is that even Brahma, the creator himself, was once just lost in wonder.
Really? Even Brahma?
Oh, yes. The scriptures tell of a moment when the origin of everything appeared before him. Not something he made, but this blinding, infinite pillar of light.
Oh.
And from this light, Lord Shiva emerged. Endless, formless, utterly beyond measure. And this experience for Brahma, it was a reminder, a profound one.
That there's always something bigger.
Exactly, that there are truths so vast, so all-encompassing that even the gods, even the universe's architect can't fully grasp them. So that stillness of Satyaloka, it's not emptiness, it's complete self-sufficient understanding. All knowledge is just there, intrinsic.
So it tells us true knowledge isn't about collecting facts.
Precisely, it's about realizing the fundamental truth of existence itself.
That story about Brahma and the Pillar of Light is amazing, a hierarchy of truth even beyond the creator. So if truth is just breathed there, does that mean there's like no individual ego, no striving, or is it more like a perfect understanding so there's no need to seek?
I think it definitely implies a state where the individual ego as we know it has completely dissolved. It's merged into universal consciousness.
Oh, okay.
There's no striving because there's no lack, right? No unmet desire, no illusion of being separate. Imagine just perfect harmony, perfect unity, every being totally in sync with ultimate truth.
So seeking is pointless because knowing is just inherent.
Exactly. It's a perfected understanding, yes, but it transcends the idea of an individual understander in our limited sense. It's more like a collective, pure consciousness, aware of everything effortlessly. That's where it's Brahma's realm, the source of conscious creation.
Realm of eternal meditation.
Okay, leaving that luminous stillness of Satyaloka, we move down into Tapaloka. And this realm, it doesn't burn with fire, but with focus. Intense spiritual focus. Sounds like discipline central.
That's a good way to put it. It is the loka of tapas.
Yeah.
And tapas isn't just, hardship or penance. It's about channeling all your mental and spiritual energy into one single point.
Like a laser beam of consciousness.
Kind of, yeah. Burning away distractions, limitations, to merge with higher reality. And here you find these immortal sages being so ancient, so incredibly powerful. They don't even seek liberation anymore in the usual way.
Why not?
Because, in a way, they've become the path itself. Their consciousness is so refined, so aligned with ultimate reality, they're not dependent on the physical cosmos anymore.
Wow.
Time works differently too. Eons might pass in what feels like a single breath to us. Even the light there doesn't flicker. It's like the light itself is meditating.
That's incredible.
And the significance of Tapaloka, it becomes crystal clear during the Mahapralaya, the great cosmic dissolution.
Right, when everything gets wiped out.
Everything. Universes, even the gods perish, dissolve back into basics. But Tapaloka, untouched.
It just stays.
It stays. Its inhabitants aren't bound by creation and destruction cycles. They're the serene, unmoving witnesses of it all. They watch the rebirth. Their inner mastery is their sanctuary. The insight here is profound. True power. The kind that survives cosmic endings. It's not external, it's internal. It suggests our own inner discipline, our focus, has way more potential than we usually think.
That's a really compelling idea. Inner mastery transcending cosmic destruction. But how does that actually work? How does this intense focus, this tapas, shield them from something like Mahapralaya? Is it like spiritual inertia or something active?
Oh, it's definitely active. It's a profound transcendence. You see, when these sages engage in tapas, they're not just doing rituals. They're fundamentally changing their state of being.
Okay.
They're aligning their individual consciousness with the unmanifest, the eternal aspect of the divine. Essentially, they pull their energy out of the manifest, perishable universe.
So they disconnect from the part that gets destroyed.
Exactly. By becoming one with the source that exists before creation and after dissolution, they're no longer subject to its destructive laws. Their existence isn't dependent on created forms anymore. Think of it like finding such a deep inner sanctuary that the external storm, no matter how huge, just can't touch the stillness inside. It's ultimate spiritual immunity, achieved through that inner mastery.
The realm of divine rishis.
Okay, moving down another luminous layer, we hit Adho Loka, a realm beyond mortal thought, kind of suspended between time and eternity. This sounds really sacred, almost like a foundational level, packed with ancient wisdom.
It absolutely is. Adho Loka is the home of rishis of the highest order. They're often described as the mind-born sons of Brahma.
Mind-born?
Yes, created directly from Brahma's consciousness. These sages are so pure they don't age. Their very presence just radiates this profound foundational knowledge. They exist in perfect harmony, totally untouched by pain or pleasure.
It's observing
the intricate dance of the cosmos with perfect, unwavering stillness. They embody pure wisdom and detachment.
Okay.
And their significance is huge, especially in the grand cosmic cycles. The Veds say that way in the future when our current universe crumbles into chaos and fire during Mahapralaya. Adho Loka not only survives, it actually rises and merges with Satyaloka. It carries these rishis unharmed through the flames of time.
Wow. So they're fireproof, basically.
In a sense. And their knowledge, it's not just vast, it's described as the seed of the next creation. They're like living repositories of cosmic wisdom. They ensure it continues, like a cosmic library or an archive of pure intelligence.
Keeping the blueprint safe.
Exactly. Ensuring the blueprint for Dharma, for cosmic order, stays intact for the next cycle.
That phrase, the seed of the next creation, that really grabs me. So they're not just observers, they're literally the blueprint, the essential code, maybe, for what comes next. What does that really mean? Is it an active thing, or does it just kind of re-emerge?
It's more than just a passive blueprint. Think of it as the active, conscious potential for the next cosmic round.
Okay.
It's like the universe's living memory, its fundamental principles, its deepest wisdom, held in the state of pure latency. When the universe dissolves, the material stuff is gone. But the underlying intelligent design, the spiritual consciousness embodied by these rishis that persists. They carry the seed of dharma, of cosmic laws, scientific principles, spiritual understanding, all of it.
So they make sure the next universe isn't just random chaos.
Exactly. They ensure the lessons and patterns from the previous cycle are preserved. So while they're not implementing like humans build things, their presence and knowledge are the foundation for new creation. It points to a cyclical but intelligently guided universe.
The realm of great souls and cosmic observers.
All right, our journey continues downwards to Maharloka. This one's suspended between the really high heavens and our earthly world. Sounds like a transition zone, maybe, full of great souls, cosmic thinkers. Like a cosmic record office, you said.
That's a great way to think about it, yeah. Maharloka is where these truly ancient beings, the Maharishis, live. These are souls who've already crossed the cycle of rebirth. They're liberated.
So why are they still there?
That's the fascinating part. They choose to remain. Not because of duty or karma, but purely out of devotion. Devotion to the cosmic process for the benefit of everyone.
Oh.
They act as the quiet, steady witnesses of cosmic history. They don't interfere directly down below, but they diligently record, remember, and reflect on everything that happens, accumulating knowledge that informs the cycles.
Like cosmic historians.
Exactly. And there's a wonderful story about Rishi Vrigu from this very realm. He's said to have looked into the future and written down the destinies of countless souls long before they were even born.
No way.
Yes. This knowledge is known even today as the Brigu Sanhita, a huge astrological and spiritual text. It really highlights their role as cosmic record keepers, documenting this intricate web of cause and effect over vast time spans.
So the universe isn't just happening randomly, it's being watched, recorded.
Meticulously observed and remembered, every action leaves an imprint, shaping what's possible next. Now, unlike Satyaloka, Tapaloka, and Janaloka, Maharloka isn't eternal in quite the same way. When Galba ends, that's a cosmic day, billions of our years.
Right.
And the flames of Mahapralaya start rising. Maharloka gets temporarily vacated. Its residents ascend higher, maybe to Janaloka or Tapaloka. They wait until the next cycle begins.
And then they come back.
They return, not to rule, but to guide creation from behind the veil. Offering subtle, unseen influence and wisdom, this really underscores that idea of selfless devotion over just personal liberation, choosing to stay connected for the good of all.
It's amazing, these liberated beings choosing to stay out of devotion. Like cosmic civil servants, archiving existence. So this behind the veil guidance, Does that mean they subtly nudge things or just hold the knowledge for when it's needed?
It's more of a subtle, almost vibrational influence, not direct meddling. They influence the cosmic consciousness itself.
How so?
By holding the archetypal patterns of Dharma and cosmic order stable. Think of it like a huge, silent library radiating its wisdom into the new creation, informing the very principles of life, evolution, morality that will shape the next cycle. They don't dictate individual fates, but they ensure the potential for spiritual growth, for justice, for harmony is reseeded. They provide the spiritual scaffolding, the underlying principles.
So creation restarts with the wisdom of the past baked in.
Exactly. It evolves. It doesn't just repeat. 5. Svarloka, Swarga Loka, the realm of lightning, glory, and karma.
And now we reach a realm that probably sounds familiar to a lot of people, at least the name, Svarloka or Swargaloka. It's described as floating above the clouds of earth, Indra's kingdom, king of the heavens. Sounds pretty magnificent, blissful even.
It is certainly on the surface a truly magnificent world. Swargaloka is where righteous souls go to enjoy the rewards, the glorious fruits of their good karma.
So heaven, basically.
Pretty much. Imagine a place where desire isn't a trap, it's a gift, fulfilled almost instantly. Rivers flow with nectar, divine music never stops. Time feels like an eternity of joy. You've got Apsaras dancing beautifully, Gandharvas singing heavenly songs, divine beings roaming radiant skies. It really is a paradise for those who live virtuously on earth, a reward for their good deeds.
But I sense a but coming.
There's always a but when we talk about realms tied to karma, and it's a crucial one. Behind all that glitter and beauty is impermanence. Swargaloka isn't eternal.
Okay.
It's a temporary stop when soul's good karma runs out, when the merit is exhausted.
Back down they go.
Back down they go. Reborn once again in the mortal world, Purloka, to continue the journey, accumulate new karma. And this applies even to Indra himself, the mighty king of the gods, wielder of the thunderbolt.
Even he's not secure.
Nope. He's in constant vigilance, always threatened by powerful ascetics doing intense tapas, by ambitious asuras trying to invade, by fate itself, because in the realm of gods, power is borrowed. Pleasure is fleeting.
So what is eternal then?
Only Dharma. Living aligned with universal truth, with righteousness. That's the only true, lasting power. That provides real stability, ultimate liberation, not just temporary bliss.
So what does this all mean for us? This idea that even paradise isn't permanent, that our good deeds have a kind of shelf life, like cosmic reward points that expire.
Oh, it's pretty sobering, isn't it?
It might seem sobering, but it's actually profoundly logical and not meant to be negative, more enlightening. It ties right into karma and the transient nature of all worldly things, even heavenly pleasures.
It's not punishment then.
Not at all. It's deeply equitable. Every action, good or bad, creates a ripple, an energetic consequence. Good deeds earn positive karma, and you experience the rewards in places like Swargaloka.
Makes sense.
But once those specific rewards are used up, the journey continues. It emphasizes that ultimate liberation, moksha, isn't about just racking up enough good deeds to get into heaven.
Right.
True liberation comes from transcending the whole cycle of karma, good and bad. Understanding that all these dualistic experiences are temporary, it teaches us that while doing good leads to nice results, the real goal isn't temporary pleasure, it's lasting freedom.
And that freedom comes from Dharma. Exactly. Dharma is the only truly enduring power. It challenges us to look beyond the quick fixes, the temporary highs, and aim for ultimate spiritual growth.
The realm between earth and heaven.
Okay, our descent continues. We're now at Urdhva Loka, an atmospheric realm, a place of mystery, transition, kind of nestled between our world and the heavens we just talked about.
Sounds like a cosmic threshold where energies mix.
It is precisely that, a vibrant, energetic threshold. Urdhva Loka is the domain of semi-divine beings, ethereal, often benevolent entities like Gandharvas, celestial musicians, artists, Apsaras, divine dancers, incredibly beautiful, and Vidyaharas, guardians of hidden knowledge, spells, magical powers.
Wow.
The air itself is said to hum with this subtle, palpable magic, and the veil between our physical world and the more subtle spiritual realms. It's exceptionally thin here.
So it's easier to connect.
Much easier. Many ancient sages chose to meditate in Urdhva Loka for that very reason, seeking visions, insights beyond mortal sight, using it as a conduit to higher planes.
Okay. And there's a fascinating story about its energy. During the Samudra Manthan, the churning of the cosmic ocean for the elixir of immortality,
Right, the big churning event.
powerful waves of energy from that churning rippled right through Urdhva Loka. This flood of divine nectar and cosmic power fundamentally shaped the realm, gave it this unique vitality, heightened its spiritual potential.
So it got supercharged.
In a way, yes. Essentially, Urdhva Loka acts as the bridge between Earth's struggles and heaven's peace, between karma's weight and spiritual liberation's lightness. It's a stepping stone, a place where energies meet and transform, preparing souls for what's next.
That makes sense, like a cosmic waiting room or transfer point. So how does it actually function as a bridge? Does it just let energy pass through, or does it actually influence souls passing through?
Oh, it's much more active than just a passive conduit. It actively influences. Its role as a threshold is really multifaceted.
Okay, like how?
Well, first, it's a transitory zone for souls right after death on Purloka. Some might linger there, experience some initial karmic effects, maybe shed some coarser desires, reflect on their past life before moving higher or returning to Earth. Second, it's an energetic interface. Subtle energies from higher realms filter down through Urdhva Loka to reach us here. And conversely, our prayers, spiritual energies, even intense emotions from Earth, they ascend through Urdhva Loka, gaining potency.
Ah, so it amplifies things.
It can, yes. That's why it's such a powerful place for meditation. The connection to the divine feels much stronger there. And third, it's a kind of storehouse of semi-divine knowledge and art. The beings there, the Vidyadharas, Gandharvas, they embody aspects of divine wisdom, art, which they can sometimes share with receptive beings from lower realms.
So it's a really dynamic space.
Absolutely. Where the subtle and the gross aspects of creation interact, allowing communication and influence across different planes, it definitely shapes the consciousness of those who pass through it.
The realm of mortals and material life.
And finally, in this upper section, we arrive at the Loka we know best. Purloka, our home, Earth. The ground beneath our feet, the sky above. It might seem, well, ordinary compared to Swargaloka, but the Vedas suggest it's anything but.
Yes, Purloka is our Earth, the realm of mortals, material life. And here, every single breath, every heartbeat, every moment, it genuinely matters. This is the main stage.
The main stage for what?
For the soul's journey through the whole spectrum of human experience. Joy, pain, triumph, failure, love, loss. All of it. It's the realm where humans get this unique, incredibly important chance to strive for spiritual awakening. To learn that crucial balance between our own desires and our dharma, our righteous duty, our cosmic purpose, our ethics. This constant back and forth between free will and consequence makes Purloka extraordinarily dynamic.
Right. It's where the action is, so to speak.
Exactly. And the Puranas tell us that many divine avatars, figures like Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, they specifically chose to come down here, to Purloka, always to restore cosmic order, to reestablish dharma when things got way out of balance, to guide humanity. This really highlights how significant our world is. It's not some lesser realm, it's the crucible for action and growth.
So while higher lokas offer rewards or meditation,
Purloka presents the challenges, the opportunities for active spiritual development, for accumulating new karma, both good and bad.
it's fascinating that the avatars choose this realm for the really crucial stuff. It puts our everyday choices in a totally different light, doesn't it? Suggests the stakes here are way higher than we might think.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Purloka is uniquely vital. It's where free will is most intense, where moral choices have real, tangible consequences that ripple out, influencing future lives. It's also where dharma can be most actively practiced. Not in some perfect state, but right in the middle of struggle, temptation, complex human relationships.
Where it's hard.
Exactly. This constant interplay between our actions and the cosmic results makes Purloka, in many ways, the most dynamic and consequential loka for the soul's journey towards liberation. The avatars coming here, that just underlines it. The crucial battles for righteousness, the deepest lessons for the soul, they're mainly fought and learned right here on Earth.
So our choices here really do matter. They shape our destiny and maybe even affect the cosmic balance.
That's the understanding, yes. They contribute to the overall cosmic balance, for better or worse. Hashtag tag transition to the lower realms.
Wow. Okay, what an incredible ascent that was. From the pure light of Satyaloka, where creation begins, through realms of meditation, rishis, temporary heavens, right down to our own Purloka, the stage for our soul's journey. We've covered the 7 realms above us.
It's a vast territory.
Indeed. And now, well, the atmosphere changes quite dramatically. We're going down, we're going to delve into the worlds beneath the earth, the shadowed realms, often mysterious, home to asuras, powerful serpents, other formidable beings, often misunderstood.
The descent into Patala begins.
Prepare yourself for a journey into the heart of the underworld. All right, take a deep breath. We are now venturing into the Adho Lokas, the 7 lower realms deep beneath the Earth's surface. This is a descent into worlds that are often misunderstood. Worlds of shadow, complex illusions, powerful entities, often fearsome, but also fascinating. Let's start exploring the underworld.
The realm of hidden delights and illusions.
So as we enter the Adho Lokas, our first stop is Atala. This realm, just below the Earth's surface, it's a really fascinating place. Shadows, yes, but also captivating illusions, hidden pleasures.
Hidden pleasures.
Yes, it's important to get this. These aren't necessarily realms of pure evil. Often they're realms of intense temptation, subtle danger, where the allure of sensory pleasure can just be overwhelming.
Okay.
Atala is inhabited by mystical beings. There are the Bala demons, powerful, often tricky entities, and other supernatural creatures. It's described as having this enchanting beauty, but that beauty can mask deeper truths or even subtle dangers.
Like a trap.
Exactly. There's a vivid detail in the scriptures about a magical river here called Watana. Its wine is so intoxicating, offers pleasure so potent, they can snare even the strongest souls. Trap them in this cycle of indulgence that feels endless, but it's really a gilded cage.
Wow. Desire fulfilled easily, but you lose awareness.
Precisely. And historically, the mighty demon king Bali once ruled this realm as part of his huge subterranean kingdom.
King Bali again? He gets around.
He does, and it was during his reign here that Lord Vishnu famously incarnated as Vamana, the dwarf Brahmin.
Right, to humble him.
To humble his growing power, restore cosmic balance. This story highlights a recurring theme. Even in these tempting realms with powerful rulers, divine intervention happens. To reestablish equilibrium when dharma is threatened or power gets out of hand. It helps us think about temptation, doesn't it? How beauty and pleasure, if you chase them blindly, can be a profound trap. And the need for humility when you have immense power.
It sounds like a place where feeling good is easy, but actual growth is hard. If even divine intervention was needed to humble its rulers, what does Atala teach us about how sneaky temptation can be? How it might be a worse trap than obvious evil?
That's a great point. Atala shows us that temptation, especially when it looks beautiful and feels good, can be incredibly insidious.
How so?
Well, overt evil often gives you a clear choice, right? But Atala's delights, they slowly erode your awareness, your purpose. The sneakiness is in making the soul complacent, convincing it that this temporary gratification is happiness.
So it stops spiritual progress.
Exactly. It leads to spiritual stagnation. Beings there might not be actively malicious, but their focus is totally on self-indulgence. It shows that freedom isn't just about escaping pain, it's about transcending the need for external pleasures altogether.
Right.
And Vishnu showing up as Vamana, that highlights that even seemingly good power, if it becomes self-absorbed and messes up the cosmic balance, needs to be checked.
The realm of fiery spirits and dark mysteries.
Okay, deeper still, beneath Atala, we find Vatala, often called the land of the Vitalas, those ghostly beings from stories haunting ruins and cemeteries. Sounds like a place with a very different energy, maybe more unsettling.
It definitely pulses with a different energy. Dark energy, yes, but also associated with mystic fire. Not necessarily destructive fire, but more like a fire of transformation, dissolution.
Interesting.
Here, the veil between life and death is incredibly thin. So it's a realm where many lost souls wander, maybe seeking release from karma or some kind of redemption. It's a liminal space, a crossroads where dissolution and transformation are really active.
Forces you to think about what lasts beyond the body.
Precisely. And a powerful example of Vitala's nature comes from the legends of King Vikramaditya.
Ah, the famous king.
Yes. It said he went on this dangerous quest into this shadowy realm to capture a Vitala, this ghostly thing that animates corpses, which had challenged him with riddles.
The Vitala stories, I know those, full of riddles.
Exactly. The Vitala Panchavimshati. They're packed with these complex philosophical riddles, deep moral lessons. They explore really tricky dilemmas, paradoxes of existence. They reveal mysteries about life, death, dharma, the ethical choices that define us, often blurring the lines between good and evil, right and wrong.
Those riddles, especially dealing with creatures blurring life and death, they must tell us something really deep about life and death itself, right? What are the core lessons we get from Vitala's mysteries about these big concepts?
They absolutely do. The tales from Vitala, especially with the Vitala, often throw conventional morality out the window. They force you to look deeper into karma, justice, the soul's real nature.
Right.
These riddles are designed to strip away superficial answers, confront you with how complex existence really is. They teach that life and death aren't absolute ends. They're two sides of a continuous cycle.
So death is a transition, not an end.
The transition, yes. And what happens after death is intimately tied to your actions and intentions in life. The lost souls, wandering Vitala, they symbolize unresolved karma, unfulfilled desires. It shows that real release, liberation, comes from spiritual understanding and detachment, not just the body stopping. The quests there aren't just physical, they're about gaining intellectual and moral mastery over these deep mysteries, revealing that true wisdom is about navigating life's ambiguities with Dharma as your compass.
The realm blessed by Lord Vishnu himself.
Okay, this next one, Sutala. This offers a really unexpected twist as we go deeper. It's described as a realm of paradox. Not of punishment, but of reward. That is not what I was expecting down here in the underworld.
And what's truly fascinating is exactly that twist. Sutala is this profound testament to humility, to unwavering devotion, even from an asura, someone we usually associate with power and ambition.
So who rules it?
King Mahabali again, the noble asura. Remember, he once ruled the three worlds, earth, heaven, the underworld, with huge power, but also generosity.
Right, until Vamana showed up.
Exactly. His power grew so immense it threatened the balance. So Vishnu came as Vamana, the dwarf Brahmin. Vamana asked for just 3 paces of land. And Mahabali, incredibly generous, devoted, he granted it instantly. Even though his guru warned him. Then Vishnu, as Vamana, just expanded to cosmic size, covered everything in 2 huge steps. For the 3rd step, nowhere left to put his foot.
So what did Mahabali do?
He offered his own head, an act of ultimate surrender, ultimate humility.
Wow.
And this profound act, this selfless devotion, it deeply moved Vishnu. So instead of punishment, Mahabali was sent to Sutala as a reward, not banishment.
A reward down there.
Yes. Vishnu was so impressed by his dharma, his humility, he granted him sovereignty over Sutala, and as an extra blessing, promised to stand guard at its gates himself.
Vishnu guards the gates.
Himself. So picture Sutala, glowing with golden palaces, serene light, a hidden paradise deep below, ruled by humility and divine grace, secured by Vishnu's own presence. It completely flips our usual idea of an underworld.
Yeah, it really does.
And challenges our assumptions about who gets divine grace, even someone labeled a demon.
That's an incredible story. Turning good evil, punishment, reward completely upside down. It shows dharma and devotion can transcend labels. What are the big lessons from Sutala about divine grace and these unexpected paths to, well, elevation?
Sutala offers several huge lessons. First, divine grace isn't limited by our neat boxes of good or evil. Mahabali was an asura, often seen as opposing the gods. Yet his dharma, his truthfulness, generosity, and especially his humility and devotion was recognized and rewarded by Vishnu.
So inner virtue matters most.
Exactly. Inner virtue and genuine surrender are paramount. Second, shows the power of selflessness. Mahabali gave up everything, even his body, for his word and his devotion. That complete giving, that lack of attachment, is what elevated him. And third, it reveals that spiritual elevation isn't always about climbing up to the highest heaven. Sometimes it's about finding grace and contentment in an unexpected place, protected by the divine. Sutala forces us to look past superficial labels and see true spiritual worth, which can pop up in the most surprising places.
The domain of illusion and ancient sorcery.
All right, moving deeper still, we get to Talatal. This realm once belonged to Maya, the legendary architect and sorcerer of the Asuras. This sounds like a place where reality might be a bit shaky, where seeing isn't necessarily believing.
It absolutely is. Maya was famous for his incredible skills, both architectural and magical. In Talatal, he didn't just build cities, he built floating palaces that defied gravity, forged weapons of terrifying beauty, all infused with powerful enchantments.
Wow.
In this realm, form itself is fluid. Cities can shift, change like dreams. Reality bends to the master's will. The air whispers forgotten mantras, ancient spells. It's a place where illusion isn't just a trick, it's the very fabric of existence, designed to disorient, deceive.
An entire world ruled by Maya, illusion.
Pretty much. And there's a story that shows the danger of unchecked power here. Lord Shiva himself apparently had to step in once, burn down Maya's own magnificent illusion-filled cities with a single arrow.
Shiva torched the planet.
Ended an age dominated by these powerful deceptions, the misuse of magic. But even after that, Talatal endures. It stands as this cautionary realm where unchecked brilliance meets cosmic justice. It reminds us that even the most amazing magical or intellectual power, if it's separated from dharma, from ethics, can lead to imbalance and eventually downfall.
That's a strong warning. What does this realm, Maya's domain of incredible but dangerous brilliance, what does it teach us about the risks of having huge power or intellect without ethical restraint, without wisdom?
Telatol is a profound lesson in the danger of power without dharma, Maya's brilliance. Undeniable. He could create wonders, manipulate reality, weave illusions.
Right.
But when that brilliance isn't checked by ethics, by humility, by alignment with cosmic order, it becomes a force for distortion, imbalance. It teaches that technical skill or magical ability, however impressive, can turn destructive if it only serves the ego, selfish ambition, or the desire to control and deceive. The illusions of Telatol represent how easily a powerful mind can create its own self-serving reality.
Blinding itself and others.
Exactly. And ultimately leading to its own downfall, requiring cosmic justice to step in and rebalance things. It's a stark reminder. True power is always tempered by wisdom and righteous purpose. Otherwise, it collapses under its own weight or gets taken down.
Encourages us to develop morals as much as intelligence.
Precisely. Cultivate moral discernment alongside brilliance.
The realm of the serpent kings.
From Telatol's shifting illusions, we descend now to Mahatala, a realm near the very root of the universe, described as the vast, quiet kingdom of the Naga race, the serpent kings. That makes me think of ancient primordial energy, deep, coiled power.
Mahatala is definitely steeped in primordial energy. This is where the mighty Naga kings live. Legendary figures like Kalia, Hasuki, often shown coiled on endless jeweled halls, their hoods crowned with glowing gems.
Sounds impressive.
It is. And though it's described as silent and deep, Mahatala holds immense latent power. It's often called coiling power beneath the visible world. A huge reservoir of potent, mystical energy that actually underpins the cosmos' stability. These aren't just snakes. They're ancient, wise beings guarding deep secrets and cosmic forces.
Right.
And there's an evocative story highlighting this power and its regulation. It's whispered that Lord Krishna once danced upon the many hoods of the serpent Kalia.
Oh yeah, the Kalia story.
Right. Not just to show strength, but as an act of divine subjugation, taming this powerful force. And that act echoed all the way down here to Mahatala, restoring ecological and cosmic balance.
So it wasn't just about defeating Kalia, it was about rebalancing things.
Exactly, bringing a powerful, potentially destructive force back into harmony with Dharma.
Okay.
In a broader sense, Mahatala teaches balance. It's a place where destructive force rests, waiting for divine harmony to awaken. The serpents, while powerful, represent both destruction and creation, the dual nature of primordial energy itself. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, serpent symbolism in ancient cultures is incredibly rich. They represent primordial energy, life force, but also wisdom, regeneration, shedding skin, right?
Yeah.
Transformation.
Like guardians of secrets too.
Guardians of secrets and treasures, exactly. Embodying both destructive potential and the capacity for creation, renewal. So Krishna dancing on Kaliya's hoods. It signifies the divine restoring balance, showing that even the most potent, potentially destructive forces ultimately have to align with cosmic order, with Dharma.
That symbolism, destruction, and creation. Krishna dancing to restore balance that's incredibly rich, like a cosmic dance between chaos and order. Does that mean Mahatala's energies are inherently neutral, just waiting for direction? Or do they lean towards chaos, requiring that divine intervention?
That's a brilliant way to put it, the cosmic dance. The primordial energies of Mahatala, the Nagas, they are inherently evil, but they are often presented as untamed, uncontrolled energies.
Like raw power.
Exactly like raw power. Neutral in potential, but they can become destructive if they're not harmonized. Think of a raging river water's essential, but uncontrolled, it devastates.
Okay.
The Nagas' power, if it's not aligned with cosmic dharma, can create imbalance. So Krishna's interaction with Kaliya wasn't about destroying him, it was about taming and redirecting that immense power for good, bringing it into cosmic harmony.
So they don't necessarily lean towards destruction.
No, but their sheer potency requires wisdom, requires divine guidance to prevent imbalance and chaos, to ensure they serve the larger cosmic order, not disrupt it.
The realm of demonic forces and fierce battles.
Okay, now we descend to Rasatala, described as a truly dark realm, ruled by powerful demons, asuras, known mostly for fierce battles, untamed energies. This sounds like the ultimate cosmic battlefield. perpetual conflict.
You're absolutely right. Rasatala is precisely that, a place where mighty warriors clash in what seems like an eternal struggle.
Yeah.
It's characterized by raw, untamed energies, perpetual conflict between powerful demonic forces driven by ego, ambition, dominance, and those upholding cosmic order.
So constant war.
The very air there is said to vibrate with the echoes of unending warfare, a testament to unchecked aggression, power for power's sake.
Grim.
And one of the most significant events tied to this realm is that ferocious battle between Vishnu's Narasimha avatar, the half-man, half-lion,
Right, Narasimha.
and the demon king Hiranyakashipu. Now, the confrontation famously started on Earth, but its cosmic echoes of the spiritual forces unleashed by such an epic clash, they resonate deeply throughout Rasatala.
Ah, okay.
This realm serves as a constant, stark reminder of the eternal fight between good and evil, a cosmic struggle playing out across dimensions, highlighting the destructive results of adharma actions against righteousness. That battle isn't just myth. It symbolizes the ongoing conflict between chaotic forces and the principles of order and justice.
It really does sound like the ultimate battlefield. How does this eternal struggle, this good versus evil, actually manifest in a place like Rasatala? Is it just nonstop physical war, or are there deeper symbolic things going on, maybe mirroring our own internal struggles?
It manifests in both ways, physical and profoundly symbolic, reflecting the multidimensional nature of this whole struggle.
Okay.
On a physical level, yes, Rasatala is a realm of perpetual war. Powerful asuras, driven by ego, constantly fighting for power against each other, against the forces of Dharma. These aren't just small fights, they're cosmic battles.
Yeah.
Potent weapons, complex sorcery, immense magic.
Right.
But symbolically, this eternal struggle in Rasatala represents the internal battles within every single one of us, that constant conflict between our higher divine impulses and our lower ego-driven desires. Our virtues versus our vices.
Ah, I see.
The fierce energies of Rasatala. You can see them as the untamed passions, the destructive tendencies, the self-serving ambitions we all have to confront and ultimately transcend within ourselves.
Yeah.
The echoes of battles like Narasimha's, they're not just sound, they're ripples of karmic energy, moral lessons, woven into the fabric of the realm. A constant reminder of the consequences of unrighteousness and the eventual triumph of divine justice.
The deepest realm of mystery and fear.
And finally, we reach the bottom, the deepest point on our cosmic map. The vast, glowing underworld known as Patala, described as a realm of dark enchantment, hidden power, ruled by serpents, sorcerers, secret forces, where even the gods tread carefully. This is the one we mentioned right at the start, the ultimate destination.
Yes, Patala, the final stop on our descent. And it really does command respect, caution. It's not just deep geographically, it's deep in its mysteries, its potent, often unsettling power. It's a world where the lines between magic and reality are incredibly blurred, where ancient, formidable entities live, including Naga kings, even mightier than those in Mahatala, alongside master sorcerers like Ahiravan. It's a place of dark enchantment, powerful illusions, hidden forces manipulating things from the shadows.
Sounds intense.
It is. But Patala is also famously central to one of the most powerful stories of devotion and courage. This is the very realm where Hanuman, that unstoppable force of pure devotion, descended against all odds.
Right, for Ram and Lakshman.
Exactly. Lord Ram and his brother Lakshman had been cleverly abducted by the powerful demon sorcerer Ahiravan. He whisked them away deep into Patala's treacherous heart, intending to sacrifice them to the goddess Mahamaya.
Oh, wow.
But Hanuman, driven by his incredible love and loyalty to Ram, undertook this incredibly perilous journey. He battled dark magic, shattered complex illusions guarding the realm, navigated confusing passages, and ultimately he vanquished Ahiravan in a fierce, decisive fight, rescuing his beloved lord from death itself.
Amazing feat.
Truly, it speaks volumes about faith and selfless service.
Yeah.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, Patala in this story becomes this powerful reminder that no distance is too great, no darkness too deep when the light of devotion leads the way.
That's a beautiful message.
It really is. It illustrates that the toughest obstacles, the deepest shadows of despair, the most overwhelming forces, they can be overcome by pure, unadulterated spiritual devotion. Hanuman's act. It's not just a physical rescue, it's a symbolic triumph of selfless love, unwavering faith, determined dharma over the most entrenched, deceptive forms of darkness.
It shows devotion can penetrate anything.
Exactly. Even in the most terrifying hidden corners of existence, The power of a heart filled with dedication can shine through, bring light, restore balance. It highlights the ultimate power of a will aligned with a higher purpose. Hashtag tech outro.
Wow. Okay, what an incredible, truly mind-bending journey we've just been on.
Covers a lot of ground, doesn't it?
It really does. From the radiant, pure heights of Satyaloka, where Brahma dreams up creation, through realms of eternal meditation, divine rishis, even those temporary heavens, we went up through our own Bhuloka, the arena for human life, and then plunged down, deep into the shadows of the Adho Lokas.
Worlds of hidden delights, fiery spirits.
Blessed demon kings, ancient sorcery, coiling serpents, fierce battles. And finally, reaching the deepest mystery of Patala itself. That world of dark enchantment where Hanuman's devotion just shone the brightest, lit up the dark. We've basically climbed and descended this immense, complex staircase of existence. Got a glimpse of so many ways to be.
And in doing that, I think we've seen that these 14 lokas are much more than just separate places on a cosmic map. They're really mirrors.
Mirrors, how so?
They reflect our own soul's journey, don't they? Through light and shadow, through illusions, traps, and truth's clarity, through the cycles of birth and the search for liberation. They show us this vast spectrum of consciousness, from pure divine down to deep material and back again. In every single loka, above or below, the divine is playing out its eternal story, demonstrating the interconnectedness, the purpose, the ultimate dharma of everything.
That's a powerful reminder then, that the universe, with all its vastness, its complexity, it's not just out there, above us or hidden below us. The universe, in its essence, is also profoundly within us. Our own journey, our struggles, our wins, our search for meaning. It's all part of this magnificent, multi-layered reality. Understanding this ancient map, it's not just about knowing myths, it's about getting a deeper perspective on our own place in it all.
Which naturally leads to a question, doesn't it? Something for you, our listener, to maybe mull over after this deep dive finishes.
Okay.
How does understanding this ancient cosmic map, with all these diverse realms of consciousness, these different ways of existing, how does that change your perception of your own place in this grand tapestry? I mean, perhaps, what loka are you currently navigating in your own spiritual journey right now? What kinds of experiences, what level of consciousness feels most prominent in your life at this moment?
That's a great question to end on.
Something to keep pondering as you continue your own deep dive into the world around you and the world within you.
Struggling with health, financial worries, wealth, relationships, or career? Don't let these challenges hold you back. Harness the ancient power of authentic Rudraksha, planetary remedies, and Vedic astrology to restore balance and attract success. But act fast. These sacred remedies are in limited stock. Visit callmantra.com today to transform your life.
If this resonated with you, join our spiritual journey. Your support keeps us growing. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So like, comment, share with friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.